Work out 59.84 divided by 1.6. This is a crossover question. Question 20b from Foundation and question 1b from Higher of the November 2021 Edexcel Paper 1. In this video, I'll show you how to divide a decimal by another decimal using factoring and the bus stop method. Every division has two parts. The dividend, which is the number we're dividing, in this case 59.84, and the divisor, which is the number we're dividing by, in this case 1.6. Whenever the divisor is a decimal like this one here, the first thing we must do is make it a whole number by getting rid of the decimal point. To do this, we need to multiply both the dividend and divisor by a power of 10. So examples of powers of 10 are 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, and so on. To decide on which one to use, we go back to the divisor and we count the decimal places. So the decimal place is the number of digits after the decimal point. So this is our decimal point here, and we've got one number after the decimal point. So this number has one decimal place. Now the number of decimal places is the number of zeros that we want on our powers of 10. So our divisor has one decimal place, so we're going to multiply by 10 because 10 has one zero. If our divisor had two decimal places, then we'll multiply by 100. If our divisor had three decimal places, then we'll multiply by 1,000. So for this question, we're going to be multiplying our dividend and our divisor by 10. So this question becomes 598.4 divided by 16. Notice now our divisor is a whole number. Our dividend is still a decimal, but this doesn't matter. The rule is that the divisor must be a whole number. So getting to this point and getting rid of your decimal point gets you a method mark. Now there are several ways to do this division, but I'm going to use the bus stop method. When dividing by bus stop, it's easier when the divisor is a single digit. So instead of dividing by 16, I'm going to break 16 into two factors. So I can either break 16 into 8 times 2, or I can break it into 4 times 4. I'm going to go with 4 times 4. So to work out 598.4 divided by 16, I'm going to divide 598 by 4, and whatever that answer is, I'm going to divide that by 4. So to do my division, I'll be using bus stop. So here's my bus stop shed. My dividend goes inside the bus stop, and my divisor goes outside. Because we're dividing by 4, we need to list the first 9 multiples of 4. So these are the first 9 numbers on the 4 times table. So we're going to divide one digit at a time, starting from the left and moving towards the right. So how many 4s in 5? So looking on the 4 times table, notice we don't have a 5. But we have two numbers that are close to 5. We have 4 and we have 8. We go with the number with a smaller volume. So this is one lot of 4, so we're going to write 1 at the top of our bus stop. So to go from 4 to 5, there's a remainder of 1, and we're going to carry that to the next digit. So this becomes 19. So how many 4s in 19? So looking on the list here, we can see there's no 19 on the 4 times table, so we count to the biggest number before 19. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 lots. So we're going to put 4 on top of our bus stop. Now from 16 to 19, we've got 3 left over. So we're going to carry 3 to the next digit. Now this becomes 38. So how many 4s in 38? So the largest number before 38 is 36, and this is 9 lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to write 9 at the top of our bus stop. And from 36 to 38, there's 2 left over. So we're carrying 2 to the next digit. Notice before the next number, we have a decimal point. So at the top of our bus stop, I'm going to insert a corresponding decimal point. Now we just keep dividing as usual. So how many 4s in 24? So looking on the list, we can see we have 24 on the 4 times table. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lots. So we're going to put 6 at the top of our bus stop. Notice this time we don't have any remainders, so we've completed this part of our division. So the answer to this bit is 149.6, and we're going to divide this by 4. So once again, I'm going to set up my bus stop. So here's the bus stop shed. This time my dividend is 149.6, and that goes under the bus stop. And my divisor is 4, and that goes outside the bus stop. And once again, I'm going to divide one digit at a time, starting from the left and going to the right. So how many 4s in 1? From our list, we can see there are no 4s in 1. So we're going to put 0 at the top of our bus stop, and we're going to carry the 1 to the next digit. Now be careful here. Remember to carry the 1, not the divisor, to the next digit. I see this quite a lot when I mark papers. So how many 4s in 14? Looking at our list, we don't have 14 on the list, so we need the biggest number before 14, which will be 12, and that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 lots. So we're going to write 3 at the top of our bus stop. And if we're going from 12 to 14, that means we have 2 to carry over. So we're going to carry 2 to the next digit. Now, how many 4s in 29? So there's no 29 on the 4 times table. The largest number before 29 is 28. So we count up to 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 lots. And we're going to write 7 at the top of our bus stop. Now from 28 to 29, we've got 1 left over. So we're going to carry that to the next digit. Now once again, we've come to a decimal point. So we need to place a decimal point at the top of our bus stop. And then we carry on dividing. Now, how many 4s in 16? We have 16 on the 4 times table, and this is exactly 4 lots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to put 4 at the top of our bus stop. Now, since we have no remainders, that means this division is complete. So our final answer is 37.4. We can disregard this 0 here because it's in front of a whole number, because it doesn't change the value of our number. Right, we can do a quick check to see if this answer makes sense by using estimation. So 59.84 is approximately 60, and 1.6 is approximately 2, and 60 divided by 2 is 30. And our answer 37.4 is reasonably close to 30, so this answer makes sense. This question is worth 3 marks. There's a method mark for getting rid of the decimal point. There's an accuracy mark for the digits 3, 7, 4, and there's another accuracy mark for the correct placement of the decimal point. If you found this video useful, then you should watch this one next. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.